So I've been having problems with this starter on my LB7 Duramax for a while now. My original starter that was on the truck when I bought it, I don't know the name brand of it, the solenoid went bad. Had no other problems other than that. It wouldn't do anything, wouldn't click, nothing. So I got a starter from a local place here who's literally, their name is Alternator and Starter Rebuilders. So that's all they do. And they come highly recommended for people in this area. And I had put one of their starters on a customer's truck and didn't have any issues. So I figured, okay, that's where I'll go. And as soon as I brought it back to the shop and put the first one on, immediately it would grind against the flywheel. Made a horrendous noise. So I called him back and said, hey, I don't know what's going on. I didn't have this problem with my old starter, but it's making this terrible noise. I need to try another one, to rule that out. It didn't even make it out of the shop. And they're like, okay, no problem. We'll swap it out for you. The only problem is the truck hasn't come yet this week and we don't have any more in stock. And I was like, well, I thought you guys were rebuilding them there. And I was getting, a quality product from a local store. And apparently that's not the case. They were just selling cheap aftermarket starters anyway. So anyway, a couple days later, I went back, got one, and it still did the same thing, but not as often. And I'd already spent the money, so I just dealt with it and decided to see if it would get better. And it didn't, as you can see. Never got better. So recently I just purchased a GM genuine starter from Rock Auto. It was like $186 before shipping or something like that. I think it was actually cheaper than this starter. There weren't a lot of differences in the way it looks. Overall, it was shorter. The Duramax, the new GM starter, the motor was actually shorter. You could tell by looking at the gear on the new starter that it was the GM genuine starter gear was beefier. Had the same amount of teeth, but they looked different. So that's when I got my calipers out and took some measurements, and that's what I'm going to show you. I took some pictures of it. The new starter's on the truck. It's working great. It hasn't ground out on the flywheel a single time. I wish I would have done it a lot sooner. So the other thing, I don't know what brand this is, what they were selling. It's just the moral of this video is don't buy aftermarket starters. The one that I put on that customer's truck lasted about a year and a half, and then something happened. I think the solenoid went out of that one too. No grinding issue with that one, but I told him the experience I had with this one. His was a LLY truck. He's like, okay, I know you don't like that place, but I'm gonna get one from them again. I'm like, okay, whatever. And I put it on for him, and it did its job. But then he called me 2 days later. He's like, hey, this thing is hanging up when I off the key. I'm like, yeah, there's nothing I can do for you. I was like, I told you not to buy that one anyway. And he brought it by the shop to try to let me hear it, and it wouldn't do it. Caught a hint of it, but it wouldn't do it that bad. So yeah, even now he's having problems with it. So when I was having this problem, I did a lot of reading on the forums about what was causing it, and you got people saying it's the design of the starter and things like that. But I think it boils down to just using an aftermarket starter. And these pictures I'll show you next will will justify that. Just the aftermarket company is not up to the same specifications as the OEM. So this is the new starter, and you can already see that this gear looks different than the other one. You can pay attention to our measurement here of 1.399, and I'll show you the next measurement here in a second. So it might be kind of hard to see from the pictures, but this gear does not look as beefy or as tough or even the same size. Obviously, you can see the measurement as the other one. This one mics out at 1.36, which is only a difference of 0.003. But I'll show you a couple other measurements here that'll be a much more drastic difference. So here I'm showing the depth from the mounting surface to the very front face of the starter gear. I'm just using a piece of metal here as like a straight edge, and that's accounted for in the measurement there. So this is the new GM Genuine starter. We're doing that same measurement from the mounting face to the front face of the gear there. We only have a difference of about 5 thousandths. This one's about 5 thousandths deeper into the bell housing. So about 5 thousandths more engagement, we assume. This is the last measurement I took. This is the depth of the front face of the gear to the farthest face of the starter housing itself. And this is where we see the biggest difference between the GM Genuine starter and the aftermarket. This is that same measurement on the aftermarket starter. Again, you can see this one's recessed in closer to the mounting surface than the GM Genuine. This time a difference of about 10 thousandths, which again doesn't sound like a lot, but let me tell you, all of these numbers added up made a huge difference, and I have zero problems now. I know that's kind of a long, drawn-out video for something so simple, but hopefully it helps somebody to make a decision on what starter to buy for their truck, specifically the Duramax platform. Thanks for watching.